Sound Barrage is our exploration into embodiment of neurons. The piece is assembled, or the entity is assembled from hardware, software, and wetware. The wetware are a bunch of neurons, approximately 50,000 neurons that are growing in a petri dish over a multi-electrode array. The multi-electrode array is our interface to and from the neurons. We can stimulate the neurons and we can record what the neurons are doing.
The display you see here is designed to interact with the people, the audience that come through. As they move through the poles, their movements and where they stop and start is picked up by the cameras which we have above us. The information from the cameras is digitized and sent to the Potter laboratory, where the data is used to stimulate the neurons. The neurons respond in the way that they do, and that information is sent back to the gallery.
Each one of these poles is connected to one of the electrodes within the neurons. Each pole is a very simple drawing device, and what happens here is the carriage will move up and down this pole and draw rings around it, basically.
What's interesting is that the drawings on the poles, they basically trace, or there's some sort of a history. They show the history, or they're tracing the interaction between the viewers and the neurons. So over time, the marks on the paper, they accumulate and accumulate. The more people are interacting with the neurons, it's being documented on those poles.
And the questions we're trying to address here, we've got a variety of questions, starting from just how do you keep a neural system stable, keep it from going into an epileptic state, which are the barrages that lend the piece its name, as well as once you're able to achieve that stability, how do you induce learning, how do you create a body that can communicate in a relevant way with a neural system, and how once you've got that body-mind connection, or body-brain connection, how do you then induce some sort of learning that you can tie to a behavior?
Sound Barrage is it's poetic, and it's almost an absurd piece in a sense that it allows people to communicate with neurons in almost a direct way, and bringing a very abstract concept like that into a science gallery, I think that is kind of raw. I think that it problematizes science in an interesting way and gets people to think about where science is taking us, what are the responsibilities of scientists or the people that develop this technology in making this technology, and what sort of ethical or philosophical considerations should be taken while using this technology.